Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got another Pokemon Showdown battle for you. You already know what it is. It's your boy Kody versus Umby again. The rematch. Another game between these two battlers. Another randoms battle. Gen 7. Can Kody break the streak this time? He's gotten so close. He got so close last time. Can he do it this time? Can he pull it off? Let's see. Are the RNG gods going to be in his favor? And if they are, is he going to work with them? Is he going to cooperate? Is he not going to click superpower? Is he going to do the right moves? Let's find out. Let's see what he's learned. Can he break the streak? So right off the bat, he's in a pretty advantageous situation, I would say. Umby leads with the Pachirisu. He gets the Smeargle. For some reason, he Destiny Bonds on turn 1. I don't know what he thought was going to kill him. Wait, even if he did, he would know... Yeah, he should have known he's slower. So the Destiny Bond wouldn't have mattered if he got killed there. I don't know. The Destiny Bond was a very weird play from Kody. Right off the bat, turn 1, he is perplexing me. Quite a confusing player. Umby goes for the Toxic. That's a pretty safe play. Although a bit risky, because Kody could have Spored there and put the Pachirisu to sleep, thus forcing it to switch out. But I guess there's not a lot you can really do about that on turn 1. Someone's going to have to eat the Spore. You might as well get a Toxic off on the Smeargle anyway. So that's a pretty good play on Umby's part. Kody makes a very, very weird play. So Umby then switches into the Cofagrigus. This is going to let Kody get some free rocks up, but there's ultimately nothing the Smeargle could do to Cofagrigus, unless it went for Spore. But I guess he just opted to get out of there because he didn't want to lose the Smeargle. But at the same time, I'm not sure how much Cofagrigus could actually do to the Smeargle. Plus, obviously Smeargle would be faster, so he could get the Spore off. And depending on Kody's team composition, that might be very, very important for him, because Cofagrigus can be a hard Pokemon to take out if you don't have any good Pokemon for it. But it does look like he has a pretty good Pokemon for it. Persian, Alolan Persian to be specific, is a pretty good Pokemon for the job, I would say. So let's see what he does here. Right off the bat, he gets hit by Hidden Power. I'm guessing that's Hidden Power Fighting, which is absolutely amazing that he managed to get hit by that. Let me turn my music down a little. I never know how loud to make this. I don't know if that actually changed anything, but so he brings this in, but no worries. He's not gonna even get two hit KO'd by that. He then went for Hidden Power of his own, which was, I'm guessing that was Hidden Power Fighting as well. So he goes for the Hidden Power Fighting on the Cofagrigus, which is very weird, assuming that was HP Fighting. What does Alolan Persian carry? Is that HP Fighting? Alolan Persian Smoke. I don't know what else it would be. Well, what the shit? It doesn't have that. It doesn't have a Hidden Power set. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. So we'll just assume it was HP Fighting. So he goes to the HP Fighting on the Cofagrigus. Maybe he knew that she would switch. I don't know how he would have known that. Oh, actually no. He could have thought that because the Persian's obviously faster, she didn't want to eat a Shadow Ball, so he went for the HP Fighting just cuz. But at the same time, the Shadow Ball would still be the smart move, wouldn't it? Because he doesn't know that she has anything that's going to switch in to take the Shadow Ball. The only thing I can think of is that maybe he was scared that she had a normal type that would obviously not be affected by the Shadow Ball, so he went for the HP Fighting as like a super read on that. And it did kind of work out to an extent, because she did go into the Zora work here, and the HP Fighting did quite a bit, did 61%. The Zora work is basically dead. So he then opts for Dark Pulse, which is a terrible move. I think at this point it's pretty clear that Umby's gonna sack the Zora work. That just kind of seems like the natural play. I would go for the HP Fighting unless he was just being super safe and thinking that maybe she would go into the Cofagrigus again to eat the HP Fighting. but then like then you're just taking chip from rocks and you're not getting safe switch-ins, so I don't think she would do that, but it all works out for Kody because he gets the flinch on Dark Pulse. So the RNG gods are showing some favor on Kody here. He then goes for the HP fighting again just to seal the deal, knowing that Cofagrius is not coming in because the Zoroark would have taken more rocks damage than it had HP. So the Zoroark is definitely dead there. So Kody takes the lead. Kody takes first blood here. Very interesting progression of events so far. But Umby brings in the Vileplume. We know that this thing can be a threat with status conditions and everything. What's going to happen here? Kody is going to get out. He's going into the Mienshao. Very weird play, but he does get the fake out off here. So he gets the fake out off here. That's going to get a little damage on the Vileplume. He then goes for the Stone Edge, which is weird because Stone Edge obviously isn't going to do much to Vileplume. Thankfully, the Sleep Powder misses, so Kody doesn't pay too much for the Stone Edge there. Also, this is so weird that like Pokemon Showdown glitched and showed the 2 Pachirisus because the Zoroark came in disguised as a Pachirisu. Very weird stuff there. But yeah, Umby does have 5 Pokemon left, and only one of them is Pachirisu, for those of you keeping score. So Kody doesn't get punished for the very, very bad Stone Edge. He then U-turns out of there, which I think is smart. That's what I would have done. Goes into the Smeargle. Now that I don't really know about. I don't know what he intends to do with the Smeargle here. Oh, Destiny Bond. But then, so, okay, yeah, I remember. This turn was almost really Big Brain. This turn could have been really Big Brain. So he U-turns out, goes into the Smeargle, knowing that he'll live a Sludge Bomb. And then after the Toxic, he's basically at no health. So he then proceeds, knowing that he'll be faster than the Vileplume, he goes for Destiny Bond, thinking that obviously the Vileplume's going to Sludge Bomb again. Umby reads his read and goes for Strength Sap and lets the poison take him out, all while getting health back. Excellent play on both parts here. The Destiny Bond was almost super Big Brain, but Umby was just on another level of giganticism brain. So Umby is not going to lose the Vileplume. Kody brings in the Rhyperior on a Sleep Powder, which is going to let Umby get a safe switch into this Lantern here, which is obviously dangerous for Rhyperior. I mean, even the Vileplume was very dangerous for the Rhyperior. I don't know why Kody brought it in right there. But he's lucky that, frankly, all he had to eat there was a Sleep Powder. But now the Lantern is going to be able to get a nice Scald off on someone. She does not get the burn on the Kartana, and Kody is going to take it out with a Leaf Blade, which is good for him because that's one less threat that he has to worry about with the Rhyperior, which can definitely do some damage. And he wants that to be able to wake up, so it's good that he doesn't have to worry about the Lantern now. He does still have to worry about the Vileplume. Mienshao, I think, can win that 1v1, but it's just a matter of what Kody does with it. So now the Ninetales comes in, which is literally like the one thing that Umby could have had that would fuck over this Kartana. Because look at this. You got the Leaf Blade, you got the Beast. What did he get the Beast Boost in? He got the Beast Boost, and yeah, 1.5 attack. So he's looking pretty here. This Kartana's looking poised. Obviously got some decent speed, but the Ninetales will outspeed it, assuming that this Ninetales is timid. And yeah, I mean, you can't take a fire move as Kartana. That's times 4 a weakness. So he's going to have to get out of here. He's going to have to sacrifice the Beast Boost, but that's okay because he will be in a good position, I think. Hold on, oh yeah, he brings in the Barbacle. Or Barbarical. I can never remember how to pronounce this fucker's name. Eats the Fire Blast very well, so he does have this thing set up here. He goes for a Liquidation, maybe thinking that Ninetales would stand for, I don't know, Solar Beam or something? Very weird move here. Very, very, very weird move. This is kind of where Kody gets a little unhinged, I guess. He goes for, so the Liquidation I can understand to an extent. I would have probably just set up there, but I can see why he just wanted to play it safe. He then goes for Cross Chop on the Cofagrius. Now let's see, we got Pachirisu, Vileplume, Ninetales, and Cofagrius left. The Cross Chop doesn't do anything. Like, there's no reason to go for Cross Chop here. But he does, and it's a terrible play, and now he eats that hidden power, which must be fighting, because it was super effective on the rock. I guess makes a good play here, gets out of there, saves the Barbarical. I guess he thinks, yeah, Clefagrius probably walls that too much for him to do anything. So he brings in the Rhyperior, which is great because Umby can't get the Will-O-Wisp off on it because it's already asleep. He takes the Shadow Ball decently well, and then he wakes up, Dragon Tails that thing out of there. Which is, I guess, good because he's going to be with so he's got a 1 in 3rd chance there of getting the Ninetales in, and the Ninetales is going to take decent rocks damage. That can add up very quickly. Now it's only at 63%. That's in kill percent for a lot of the big moves on his team. So that was actually pretty good going for the Dragon Tail there, being aware that he couldn't do too much to Clefagrius, and recognizing that Ninetales is a threat, but the rocks chip damage can really be a hindrance to it. So now Umby gets the Vileplume in here, and ooh, you hate to see that. The Dragon Tail does get him Effect Spore, but that's just the way of the game. Rhyperior is now asleep again, which is going to allow Umby to bring the Clefagrius in, switching out from the Pachirisu, getting that nice little chip with the U-turn, but it goes for the HP fighting again. Kody makes a similar play that we saw earlier of bringing in the Persian, goes for the Dark Pulse again, or goes for the Dark Pulse here, gets the flinch again, which is really good for him because now this should be a dead Clefagrius. This thing should be dead 100%. Umby knows that and brings in the Pachirisu, recognizing that the Clefagrius can still be really good later. Kody's got some really big, heavy-hitting physical sweepers on his team, so Umby wants to have that Will-O-Wisp in the back potentially to maybe catch a switch in to prevent any sort of sweep. So brings in the Pachirisu here, going to get hit with the Dark Pulse. Obviously does a decent amount. Kody switches out. I'm not entirely sure why there. Let me check. How much did that Dark Pulse do? 29. Okay, I can kind of see why he switched out because Umby would be guaranteed to get a Toxic off here. But if he wanted to prevent the Toxic, he should have went to Rhyperior because it's already asleep, and then it would have given him an extra turn to possibly wake up. If the because Vileplume would have to. She'd have to waste a turn bringing Vileplume in, so that would give Kody a chance to wake up if he caught the Toxic. But he brings in the Barbarical here, which I can kind of understand because that can beat the Pachirisu, but he would have needed a safe switch in to do that, and I don't. Yeah, he definitely didn't get the safe switch in, even though all he got hit with was the Toxic. It's not like he switched into a T-Bolt. But it was definitely not. That was definitely not the most opportune moment to bring Barbarical in, and he's going to suffer because of it. But luckily, when I look at these two teams here, it doesn't seem like Barbarical is an essential member for taking on Umby's team. I don't think he needs it. I think its coverage is pretty much spread out among the other mons on his team. So the Pachirisu is really just looking to die here, but Kody goes for HP fighting again. I don't understand why. There's no reason to go for it here. He knows that, like in the beginning, I could kind of suspend disbelief and think maybe he thought there was a normal type in the back, but he knows what Pokemon there are here, and he still goes for this hidden power on the Pachirisu. Very weird. I would have Dark Pulsed here every day of the week. Nuzzle is going to paralyze the Persian, which is not good because now its speed is reduced, and this Pachirisu is going to be able to U-turn the fuck out of there and preserve its life a little more, thus being able to be a nuisance, basically, getting off the Nuzzles here and there, getting these Parahaxes like that right there. That really mattered. A Dark Pulse there could have really been a hindrance to this Ninetales, but instead now because he's paralyzed and he didn't take out the Pachirisu, and again, I don't know if the Dark Pulse would have one-hit KO'd. Probably not. Actually, I don't know. I don't know this set, but even if it didn't, there's always the good chance of flinch, and the Pachirisu may have not wanted to switch out just because it would have been in range of dying to rocks, probably. But either way, Kody did get fucked over by Parahax here, so he's going to eat that Fire Blast, and that's really bad for him. The Persian was definitely an essential member for taking out Clefagrius, but it is only at 20%, so he can probably put something together here. Smart move with the Dragon Tail, getting that just a little more chip on the Cofagrius. It's now in the range that it'll die to a lot, and Kody is able to take care of it pretty easily, but he's almost going to lose his Rhyperior because of it after that Life Orb damage. So now pretty much anything will kill, but Umby does lose the Ninetales to the Stealth Rocks here. I was actually confused by the Dragon Tail. I was thinking, why didn't you just Stone Edge to guarantee the Ninetales would die, because the Dragon Tail obviously wouldn't kill, but I forgot that this Rocks will do 25 to Ninetales and it was at 21. I thought that, for some reason I thought it was only going to do 12.5, but that Ninetales was at 21 and it's dead now. So, Kody's looking pretty good here. You look at these teams, we've got Pachirisu and Vileplume versus Kartana, Rhyperior, and Mienshao. This is looking very winnable for Kody, but Vileplume can always pull off some wacky shit. So let's see how this goes. Obviously the Rhyperior is going to die here. The Strength Sap is going to get Vileplume all the way back up to 100. Kody then goes for Mega Horn, gets hit with the Effect Spore, but it doesn't matter because he dies to the Life Orb, which is probably for the best. He didn't want to be able to let her get off another Strength Sap there. Brings in Kartana with the Sacred Sword. Bad play. I would not bring in the Kartana here. I would bring in Mienshao, click that Fake Out. Maybe not, actually, now that I think of it, because then you're risking Effect Spore. Vileplume's always tricky to deal with because of the Effect Spore, but I can't imagine this Kartana having anything to deal with the Vileplume. So I think your best bet here is Fake Out with Mienshao, and then hope you get the chip that you could kill it with High Jump Kick, get it in range to die from a High Jump Kick. That's probably what I would have done there. But, oh, the Vileplume has is that HP Fire? Damn, I forgot about that. Okay, so that Kartana, damn. Alright, so Kartana was definitely not the play. Going to Kartana was a bad play. So now Kody has to take this on with the Mienshao. I just want everyone to look at these percents. He comes, so this is the first turn on the field. Alright, so he brings in the Mienshao here. Alright, so this Kartana dies. Okay, understandable. I probably wouldn't have seen the HP Fire coming either. I wouldn't have known the set. I'm not going to sit here and act like I would. He brings this in. What do you do? Now, do you risk the Effect Spore with Fake Out? Well, it kind of looks like you should, because that High Jump Kick left it at 8%. The Fake Out, I didn't calc this, but I'd bet money it would do at least 8%. So the Fake Out does 8%. Yeah, no, because the Vileplume flinches, you're faster, you High Jump Kick on the next turn. As long as Kody didn't get hit with Effect Spore, he's good to go. He Fake Outs, hits the High Jump Kick, assuming he hits it and doesn't miss it. You know, assuming RNG's in his favor. Or not even in his favor, just at regular odds, really. Assuming nothing funky happens. He kills the Vileplume with a Fake Out into High Jump Kick, but instead he comes in and High Jump Kicks immediately, and he does get hit with the Effect Spore here, which really sucks. But it didn't kill anyway. Like, it's not going to kill anyway, so why would you fuck around with it? Like, if I'm going to risk getting hit with the Effect Spore, I want to put myself in a position, like, I want to put myself in the best position, so I would Fake Out and flinch it. And, you know, just getting that flinch on that turn also helps you, because, you know, instead of giving, her turn to do Strength Sap into Sludge Bomb while I'm asleep, she has to do Strength Sap on the first turn while you're asleep. So, he's going to eat that Sludge Bomb there, and he's going to eat another one. Did not wake up. And that's it. Kody loses. Cody's losing streak against the members of STC continues. And not just against, I mean, we're the only people he battles, but he just hasn't won a battle. The man just can't win a battle. You hate to see it, but hey, that's the way it is. Keep it up, Kody. Your games have been much closer recently than they have been in the past. Hopefully you'll win one of these someday. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Good shit to Umby for clutching that out. Made a lot of good plays. Peace out. I'll be coming at you with more great Kody battles.